Welcome to a Bunny a Day April, where each one of these not quite entertaining but informative vlogs will contain a plush bunny, or maybe a set of plush bunnies that I've obtained over the years, starting with my very first when I was a baby to the ones I have purchased recently. Y'all, it is Sweet Treat Sunday, and I've already recorded that video. And I also recorded, yes, it's late, but I recorded a special Mystics Daily Karen. Of course, I had to do it without specifying what day it was because, recording it late, and let's just say my anger anxiety last evening was through the fucking roof. And not going to go into details. I will leave that for that video, which will get uploaded right after this vlog, so y'all will see. So if you want some entertainment of me talking shit about pushy Karens, please make sure you hit that bell so you can check it out. I don't recommend people hit my bell, but for that one maybe, or just keep an eye out. Because I do upload a lot of randoms throughout the day, and I know people do not have time to sit and watch them all. So yeah, I'm a little bit hyped from recording that. Like, just talking about that kind of stuff just kind of triggers my anger anxiety at the same time. Man, I thought she was gonna end stream. Okay, then. My friend Monica is playing marbles, so I'm, I missed a few games of it, but I might as well just join for now, before I stream myself. So yeah, that's just weird. Yesterday at work went fine. Basically the same thing as, Friday. They got the other guy to do exceptions, and I covered, obviously, and helped if they got, out of control, which they can tend to do on weekends. That, and he was also wearing shorts. So I was like, yeah, I'll do the frozen ones. I don't care. That's why I brought my freaking hoodie with me. Because if I got go in the freezer for shit, yeah. And I know where shit is in there. I know what the boxes look like. So it's not a big deal for me. As much as I hate being cold, y'all know this. I don't mind going in the freezer for exceptions, because I know what that stuff looks like. And I don't, and it's like I said, I don't mind doing exceptions. I just don't want to do it every freaking day. I need breaks in between. But basically I was doing the other things because other commodities that require the use of a printer because they print every time you scan something, whatever. I was asked by the manager to do those, plus keep the eye on exceptions. Which, that's not hard to do, because the other commodities are, like, unknown stuff, and I'm usually good at finding those anyway. I'm probably better at finding those than most of the other people on the team. Pretty much everybody except the other woman that does exceptions with me. Both of us know the store probably better than anyone else on our team. And it kind of helps doing exceptions, because then we learn what mods have been set, and we figure out where the deleted shit ended up. So, like, in our store's baking aisle, they got rid of a lot of stuff that sells, and now it's constantly finding its way into unknowns. And a lot of it's in the bins, and it's clearance, and there's no room to put it anywhere. The only clearance that grocery has is like a little side kick thingy that's next to produce. That's all the only space they have to sell through that shit. So they can only fit so many things on that sidekick, which kind of sucks. So there's still a lot of it, and then when we have to pick it out of the bin, we have nowhere to put it because that sidekick is full, and the team lead that runs that area, like, literally can't do anything with it until something sells out on that sidekick. So Walmart made a big mistake. They deleted all of the Lucky Leaf pie fillings, in my store at least, and replaced it with, like, a whole new line of spices. And it's not actually new, but it's been around for a while, but they pretty much gave it its own section. And now people are constantly ordering Lucky Leaf pie filling, Jell-O flavors that we discontinued, whatever else that was discontinued in that mod that was next to the spices. So I think they made a big mistake switching that, but whatever. Maybe they'll realize that someday, who knows. Yeah, I don't get Walmart sometimes in their dumbass decisions, but it is what it is. Fuck, the allergies this morning are not nice. I do need to take my allergy pill before I start stream. So yeah, I decided to make another druid. Going into WoW chat here, or WoW talk, I should say. I want to level a Boomkin. Now I know you can do dual spec, but that's boring. I want to level as that so I can actually learn it, if that makes sense. For those of you who play WoW. I'd rather level as that and just experience it that way. I feel like it's more rewarding that way. Plus, I need a scribe. I need somebody with inscription. I need an alchemist, too, but druids tend to be the best at plucking herbs because they can do it while they're in flight form. They don't have to leave flight form, which is kind of a cheat, but I mean, you know. I decided to just let whatever guild decided to invite me. And I don't know, I also did some trolling while I was getting her out of the starting zone. Because I made it a boomkin, or, well, they're technically owl beasts. They look like they look like big fluffy owls that walk around. And I actually want to make a new Twitch emote. Because I want to change my high emote. My high emote is now the baby version of my avatar with the pacifier waving high. And I kind of want to make another druid one, but I want to make a horde druid one because my other two druid ones are night elf cat druids. And it would help to actually make the character, instead of looking up the picture of it, I would rather have a better up-close picture on my own computer to draw from. Or take a picture of it, like put it somewhere where I can get a good shot. But I mean, leveling balance is actually fun too, because I have done it. I just prefer cat. So I let whatever guild invite me, and I got invited to Blood and Thunder. Now, it's not official Blood and Thunder because they had to put an asterisk over one of the letters, but whatever, it's a big guild. And then the GM is like, no trolling and looking for group chat. And I'm like, dude, you've already made the mistake of inviting me, because I do fucking troll. And when I troll guys who think women don't play WoW. And it usually gets them to shut up, which is exactly what I did yesterday. So I tend to join in conversations when I have some input. And I basically... I forget how that conversation started. It was something about doing something that makes you feel good. And I put in looking for group chat, I just cussed out a random phone number that texted me. And somebody tried to troll me and say, oh, did that make your pee-pee go hard? And I said, well, if I had a pee-pee, he was like, if I had one, maybe it would have. And then nothing. They couldn't respond. Like, I don't have a pee-pee, man. I'm not a dude. I know I'm ugly, but damn. Why y'all gotta keep assuming that women don't play WoW? Fucking pathetic, man. It's fucking pathetic. It's funny, though. I like trolling people that think that I'm a guy just because I'm playing WoW. Like, y'all think what you want to think, dumbass. That's not my problem. Anyway, today's bunnies of the day are these two, which are basically twinsies, just different colors. And honestly, I think these guys came from Walmart. And I was like, ooh, they look exactly the same, but different colors. So yeah. They're cute. I don't know. There's not really much to say about them. They're just cute. And I don't even, like, I've never even named all my plush rabbits. I named most of my older ones, but the newer ones is just, like, I quit naming plushies. I had I legit still have an entire notebook full of plushie names. And I don't even remember when I stopped writing in it. Because I would have my favorites all written in purple, my second favorites all written in pink, third favorites all written in blue, and then there was like a green pen that I used for least, and then black for like my least favorite plushies. So I had a whole notebook full of stuff, and I don't think I ever gave these two a name because I got them, after I stopped doing that. Maybe one day I'll go back and... because I do remember names of the older ones. I just never have said them. But... yeah. I think these two both came from Walmart. Walmart, I noticed, doesn't have as many plush bunnies as they've had in the past. They have a lot of other animals now, and a lot of times I noticed recently that they'll make plushy dogs and have bunny ears on them. And I mean, I guess in a way that's kind of a good thing, because then it's keeping me from buying too many more bunnies, because literally I don't even have enough room for all of them on here, obviously, because even my first one doesn't fit. Now, the only way I could literally make more fit is if I took the gummy bear plushies from down by Stu and put more, but I'm leaving that shelf the way it is. So that is it for today's vlog. Hope you have a great Sunday. Stay tuned for Mystic's Daily Karen coming right after this, and then later, Sweet Treat Sunday.